You think you're buying a healthy protein when you grab a can of tuna, right? Well, not so fast. If you're not careful, you might be getting more than just protein. You could be loading up on mercury and harmful chemicals. In today's video, I'll break down the biggest mistakes you could be making when buying canned tuna, and these could be messing with your health more than you realize. Stick around to find out how to pick the safest, healthiest, and tastiest tuna every time. Let's get started. Mistake 1. Buying the wrong type of tuna. Not all tuna is created equal, and this is where a lot of people go wrong. If you're always reaching for albacore tuna, thinking it's the best option, hold on, because that choice could mean way more mercury in your diet. Okay, quick science lesson. Mercury is a toxic metal that gets into our oceans from pollution. Small fish absorb tiny amounts of mercury from the water, and then bigger fish, like tuna, eat those smaller fish. The bigger and older the fish, the more mercury it collects in its body. And guess what? Albacore tuna is a much larger species, so it soaks up way more mercury. So, why is mercury bad for you? Well, mercury isn't just some harmless metal. It can seriously mess with your health. Unlike some toxins that the body can quickly flush out, mercury accumulates over time, particularly in the brain, kidneys, and liver. This is because methylmercury, the most toxic form found in fish, binds tightly to proteins in the body and is absorbed into the bloodstream after ingestion. While the body can gradually eliminate small amounts through urine and feces, the process is very slow. It can take months for mercury levels to decrease after exposure. As mercury continues to accumulate, it can lead to serious health problems, including brain fog, memory issues, muscle weakness, nerve damage, and even an increased risk of heart disease. It's especially dangerous for pregnant women and young children, as it can affect with brain development. So what's the solution? Always check the label and choose skipjack tuna. It's the best option since it's a smaller fish that accumulates less mercury. Light tuna is another good choice, as it typically contains a mix of a variety of smaller tuna species like skipjack and tongal, which have lower mercury content. On the other hand, avoid albacore tuna. While it's popular for its mild flavor and firm texture, it contains 3 times more mercury than other varieties, making it a less healthy option. Number 2. Not checking for added ingredients. A big mistake many people make when buying canned tuna is not reading the ingredient list. You might think you're just getting tuna, but some cans are loaded with extra ingredients that can impact your health. Some brands pack their tuna with high amounts of salt, which can contribute to high blood pressure and heart disease, especially if eaten frequently. If you want a healthier option, always look for low sodium or no salt added tuna. Another key factor is whether your tuna is packed in water or oil. Tuna in water is a leaner option, lower in calories, and a better choice if you're watching your fat intake. Just make sure it has no salt added. Tuna in oil can be okay if it's packed in olive oil, which provides healthy monounsaturated fats. However, many cheaper brands use vegetable or soybean oil, which can be highly processed and inflammatory. If you prefer oil-packed tuna, make sure it's extra virgin olive oil, not cheap refined oils. Number 3. Buying tuna in harmful packaging. Most canned tuna is stored in metal cans lined with bisphenol A or BPA, a chemical that has been linked to hormone disruption, infertility, obesity, and even certain cancers. BPA can leach into the tuna, especially if the can has been exposed to heat or stored for long periods. While BPA was once a common concern in plastic products, studies have found that canned goods, including tuna, are one of the biggest sources of BPA exposure in the diet. To reduce your risk, look for tuna labeled BPA-free. Many brands now offer safer can linings that don't contain harmful chemicals. Another great alternative is tuna in pouches, which generally don't contain BPA and often have fewer preservatives than their canned counterparts. Additionally, be cautious about dented, rusted, or bulging cans, as these can indicate spoilage or contamination. Tuna in glass jars is also becoming more available and is another excellent option for those looking to avoid exposure to harmful chemicals. Number 4. Not choosing sustainable tuna. A common mistake when buying canned tuna is ignoring sustainability. Overfishing and harmful fishing methods, like longline and purse seine fishing, result in excessive bycatch, meaning other marine species like dolphins and sea turtles are caught and discarded, often injured or dead. Many brands use these methods without consumers realizing the impact. To make an eco-friendly choice, look for sustainable certifications such as Marine Stewardship Council, MSC, Poland Line Caught, or Dolphin Safe labels. These indicate that the tuna was sourced using responsible fishing practices that help protect ocean ecosystems. Sustainable tuna isn't just better for the environment, it's often lower in mercury and free from unnecessary additives, making it a healthier choice. Number 5. Eating too much tuna. Many people assume that because fish is healthy, they can eat it daily, but the FDA and EPA set clear limits for safe fish consumption. And it's not just tuna. This applies to all types of fish. The FDA recommends consuming 2 to 3 servings, or about 8 to 12 ounces of cooked fish per week, to get essential nutrients like vitamins, minerals, and omega-3 fatty acids. While skipjack or light tuna is safer and can be eaten up to 3 times per week, albacore should be limited to just 1 serving or 5 ounces per week. Ignoring these limits can increase your risk of mercury poisoning, which doesn't happen overnight, but develops gradually as mercury accumulates in your tissues. All right, now you know the biggest mistakes to avoid when buying and eating canned tuna. From picking the right type to avoiding excess mercury and choosing sustainable options, you're now armed with the knowledge to make healthier and smarter choices. So tell me, did any of these mistakes surprise you? Have you been eating too much tuna without realizing it? Let me know in the comments below. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you never miss out on more smart health tips just like this. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.